Getting in to see a doctor without a painful wait time is kind of hard these days. For some of you, it's nearly impossible without traveling out of the region. A growing shortage of physicians is leaving communities with longer wait times, fewer options, and serious concerns about access to care. Tonight, I investigate what's driving the shortage and what it means for you. A CT scan in June left Wendy Barnes' doctor concerned.
He said, but I see some other problems in your lungs and I need you to see a pulmonologist like within the next week or two. I called, of course, and I said, I've got a referral, and they said, we're sending your referral right away to Lynchburg Pulmonology.
At the time, the first appointment available at Centra in Lynchburg was in February, 8 months off.
Were you surprised by how long it was going to take for you?
I was shocked.
This was not kind of a, you can wait until February of next year because your doctor was concerned about some things.
Yes.
This was like an ASAP.
Yes.
On my Facebook page, I asked you if you had a hard time getting in to see a doctor. And boy, did you have a lot to say about this one. There were over 200 comments and dozens of direct messages. Kip wrote, "This is everyone in our area for a first referral to any specialist, including UVA. Months." And Liz commented, "Not only specialists, what about a primary care physician that takes new patients?" Healthcare workforce shortages are a growing problem for communities across Virginia and the entire U.S. Primary care physicians, the ones you go to see for overall care, are diminishing.
Our systems are broken and we need to fix the systems.
Dr. Alex Christ is a physician and faculty member for Virginia Commonwealth University's residency program.
So the question we're trying to answer is, where are the doctors? And that's something you've definitely been researching and looking into.
Yes. I think across the nation and in Virginia, we have a shortage of primary care clinicians, and we have a shortage of specialists as well. So there's an inadequate workforce right now to help all the people in our communities.
In 2019, a VCU health study found that there were 5,899 primary care doctors in the Commonwealth. In 2024, that number rose a little to 5,941. Still, Dr. Chris says we need about 40% more to meet the current demand.
Where are the doctors? Is there a doctor for you to actually go to? So that was my first question.
Dr. Christ and Dr. Hannah Shadowin led a recent VCU study looking into the problem, published in 2025. They found nearly half of all neighborhoods in the Commonwealth don't have enough physicians to care for the people who live there. That affects nearly 3.8 million Virginians.
So where are the doctors?
I found that there are not enough primary care doctors in general, and then specifically in rural communities.
Check out this heat map. There are some pockets here on the south side around Roanoke and Lynchburg that are light blue. That is an adequate number of doctors. But the dark blue, which is much of the state, shows a deficit in providers. That's pretty much all of rural Virginia that we cover here at ABC 13. Sloan Albert, Chief Operating Officer at Centra, says it's an obstacle for their healthcare system.
Is it you're having a hard time recruiting physicians? Is it a hard time? Is it that there's not enough out there?
It is a two-pronged problem. There aren't enough out there, particularly in certain specialties. But I think the other is finding physicians that want to work in a rural environment.
I think
Dr. Chris says burnout, retirement, and growing demand in healthcare is also putting a strain on the number of doctors available.
So we have more people, and the physician workforce hasn't kept up with that.
And there's an aging population as well. I think, how do you keep up with that?
Yeah, that's a really good point. So I've been in my practice now 30 years, and I'm a family doctor. I started out seeing young folks, and a lot of my patients have aged with me, and my community is older now too as well. So we have a lot more folks who are living longer and healthier lives, but that also means that they have more medical needs as well. So there's more need for medical services in many communities than there used to be.
The Association of American Medical Colleges estimates by 2032, the United States will be short by more than 55,000 primary care physicians.
How do you solve that?
Well, there's a lot of different ways to solve it. So, I think some ways are to try and encourage more physicians to pursue primary care as a discipline as opposed to specialty, and then trying to help reduce burnout and help physicians practice better so that they're happier and stay in practice longer.
Even to see
Wendy ended up having to travel to UVA in Charlottesville for her testing. They were able to get her an appointment in days rather than months.
getting some things
Doctors
done.
diagnosed her with pulmonary fibrosis.
it won't get better, but at least they can start treating things right away.
So it's good that you're able to start that treatment
Absolutely.
sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, there's not a perfect workaround for everyone. If you can't wait to see a doctor, you may have to shop around out of the area like Wendy. Centra in Lynchburg is also trying to creatively tackle this issue. Stick around tonight at 7, find out what that healthcare system is doing to meet the need in your backyard.